Hi guys, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday everyone. How's everyone doing today? I guess you can say that this is going to be like a little vlog moment, a really quick one because I have other videos that I have to edit. Always staying busy for some reason. Anyways, I got a question by the amazing Kelvin. Hi Kelvin, thank you for the question. I wanted to answer this question by making a video. Of course, I miss you guys all the time. I think about you guys all the time outside in the real world. So to answer your question, where have I been? I've been here. I don't think that I think a lot of the issue with my content not being as consistent is is because of the fact that I guess I'm noticing a transitional type of feeling when it comes to collecting dolls and what I want to do for this channel. I'm gonna be honest, for a while now, I haven't been feeling the same as I used to feel compared to when I first started collecting dolls, because there's just been something that there has just been feelings that has changed throughout the years. In the beginning, when I first started collecting, I've always been fascinated with dolls, and we already covered that portion of my life. But when I first started collecting, I was not going I wasn't in a very, I would say, good mindset, and things were happening left and right, and so I clinged on to collecting as a way of an escape. And even though collecting dolls has been a very fundamental, I guess you would say, a very fundamental necessity for my nostalgia and my inner child. I just feel like as of right now, I don't know where I am going with all of this. And my interests with doll collecting in general has gone down. Like, I don't have the wants or the needs to buy a doll or have conversations about dolls, or just surround my space with dolls. But unfortunately, I cannot escape it because everywhere I go, I mean, I have built a platform with set dolls. And to be honest, I've always had like this mental shift as to I don't want the dolls to be my only personality. I want to branch out because I'm a type of person that has a lot of hobbies, and I just cannot confine myself to just one thing. I want to show everything and do everything. For example, now I have been working on recording music. I went back to doing vocal exercises, learning my sound, trying to feel comfortable with like singing and making sure, because I want to create my story through Royal, and I have been devoting myself to that. I have been going back and forth with recording music for her, writing music for her, going back in time in my head to where I was when I was writing poetry and music, because I back then I wanted to become a singer, but I grew very weary and scared of my own voice, that to a point I just don't like it. And now I'm learning to love it and love everything that I do, especially for this one character. So I've been here, I have been recording, I just haven't had any interests. I haven't had any interest into doing like doll unboxings or room tours or restyles. And so I guess the video that I just posted with Barbie, it's my introduction back into getting into the groove. And now that I have taken a break to give my voice a little bit of, I guess, rest, because I'm nowhere near good with my music and my sound, but honestly, I love it. I'm starting to love it. It's making me happy. It may not sound like Beyonce, because again, Beyonce has her own voice. I have my own voice. Maybe it doesn't sound good to many people, but I've also embarked on this journey where I start thinking about what I enjoy and what I want to post, and not think about what other people like and if they're going to like it. No. It's if I love it. If I like it and I love it, I'm posting it. And so I'm also been juggling that type of thing where I need to separate myself from people and start to focus on my craft and really love it, because I can no longer walk among this society thinking that I have to do this and this and that for this person or that person or this group of people, I have to realize that that was toxic. Yes, it has been affecting my social ability. I see how much it has changed, meaning that I don't talk as much as I used to anyone, and it's just because I have been focusing on my own craft. And I also realize how toxic I was with seeking validation or support as something that I also have to just like disassociate myself from, because I have to be my supporter. These are the just things that have been going on behind the scenes as to why I haven't been like active on YouTube or any other social media. I tried being active on TikTok, but it just doesn't feel the same. I wanted to come back here and start just doing things that I enjoy, regardless of following some sort of like structure, because I like structure, especially when I'm trying to understand things. But me, myself, and I'm not a very structured person. Excuse me. I am a person who just do one thing and moves on to the next. And I am, like I mentioned before, I am a person with so many hobbies. And so I just want that to reflect on anything that I produce or release here on YouTube. So with all that being said, I am extremely focused on the me part, and hopefully keep on doing it, because I have to start validating everything that I do, because that's just something that has been weighing really heavy on my heart. Also, the other thing with like recording and then editing, I am now realizing ever since I started to sit down face to face to myself with myself, I started to realize a lot of things that I used to just block. And now seeing myself trying to communicate how I feel and making videos behind the scene is very difficult. I can't say one thing and wanting to say more things behind it without feeling stuck or feeling like I'm either oversharing, and or like when I have issues communicating things, I tend to have a stutter, and having to feel comfortable enough to like record it and trying to get to the point when it's just like I'm trying to feel comfortable in my own skin in the way, in the things, in the ways that I communicate things, because because when it comes to communication, it is very difficult, and I'm acknowledging it. But if I'm doing this and I'm taking my time and not trying to alter who I am and have time to think about things, then I will have a very easy way of like communicating what I really want. And so I find myself struggling a lot when it comes to these videos, and I have to remind myself that I have to be myself. And so there's that part too as well. I can no longer be a person that it is not me and try to alter who I am or edit who I am, because it's so easy. It's so easy to like record yourself and edit yourself. I feel like that takes away who you are, the actual rawness of the person that you are. This is something that I've been realizing for the past few months, and it's okay for me to edit myself, where I feel like there's like spaces in between that are pauses, or that if I stumble on my words, or if I say something that just doesn't make any sense, just to cut it. Because I watch my old videos and I'm like, I don't make any sense to me, and I don't know what the heck I was on to even think, that what I was saying was understood, because I feel like I go up and down a lot. And it's okay, because that's just who I am as a person, and I love that, and I love everything that I do. It puts into perspective a lot of things, and I get very shy about those things, and I'm just glad that I'm able to like voice it. But that's where I am today. I told myself this new year I wanted to get to know myself a lot, and even though I am not liking the things that I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm learning to adapt to it and understand it and understand who I am first. And so that's what I've been doing. I guess I can say I've been a work in progress, and I am loving every bit of it. Going back to Royal, I have been putting a lot of effort into the songs. I've already recorded 11 songs. 11, yeah, 11 songs. My main goal was to record about 13, but I'm adding 3 more. And it's just like, I have been reading journals where, again, I wrote things that mean that right now, myself reading it does not make any sense. But I understand the feeling, and I'm working really hard to going back into that mindset, and it drains me a lot because those were very dark times. I want to tell you guys so much more, but I'm gonna, before I even tell the story, or or the stories behind the songs, I want to finish the song, the album at least, for her and for myself, so that that way I can talk about it and like release it. Going back in that mindset is extremely draining, and the fact that I have to relive it is the hard part. If I don't check up on myself after that, and don't feel the happiness of finally getting it out there, it sticks with me, and it's a lot harder and to get away from, and I become very sensitive to everything because I went back to a place where I just know I did not feel okay. And so after those songs, I don't want to do any type of doll things related. That has been another altering situation in my current life right now. I also want to talk more when it comes to dolls. I don't feel the same anymore. I don't feel the need. I lost interest in buying dolls from Target. I don't shop at Walmart anymore, or Amazon. Well, I do shop at Amazon only when they have like good deals. But other than that, I have lessened the amount of dolls that I've bought from these retailers, and have been dedicating myself to secondhand, where I have noticed that I have bought a doll for like $6, and then 2 weeks later I buy another one for $6 or less than 10, and I started to realize how good it's making me feel. But I've also noticed a difference when it comes to buying retail dolls and how pricey they have gotten. I like anything that's cheap, but when you really sit there and start looking at like how much a secondhand doll costs compared to an actual retail doll, you start realizing, whoa, and I honestly, I feel like my nostalgia has been tarnished. I preach it all the time about not allowing anything or anyone like take that power. Mattel and MG know exactly what they're doing, and I've started realizing how much my nostalgia has been played. Honestly, those corporations, like, no matter how bad they have produced things that I enjoy, and I know a lot of people do enjoy, and so there's no escaping it. But for me right now, I've escaped that by buying secondhand and just taking my time. Like, I practice what I preached when it comes to like the ending of the videos, like take your time on collecting. But in reality, I just don't feel right how things have been so managed between those transactions between us and the company. But that's just me and how I feel. I chose to step back and really focus on my feelings and understanding them, because that's a priority. All that to say that my interest in buying dolls has gone down, and it has affected somewhat my content, because about unboxings and reviewing and mail day. But I have to work around that. I have to figure out ways, because I already have dolls where I can build my doll empire. And not only that, but I also have other talents that I can introduce to my channel. I'm okay with where I am going mentally right now. And I'm not saying this because I'm gonna quit collecting. Collecting is a major part of my life, and it's something that I will never ever give up. It is one of my favorite hobbies. I'm not gonna stop collecting dolls. I'm just taking a break and really focusing on buying secondhand. That's what I've been doing outside, and it has been really, really good. But it's just like, it's just that me being stuck on the things that I want to do and trying to find the energy to do it. I've mustered that energy to do the Barbie, and I'm so happy that she came out the way that she did. I'm not gonna give up on collecting, and I'm not gonna give up on making videos, because this was a success. And it makes me feel good to know that I was able to do it, and I'm gonna keep doing future projects. And on top of that, I showed, you guys how I did my own rooting tool, instead of just paying for a rooting tool, because I know things are getting expensive out there. The only thing I cannot do is doll hair, like literal making doll hair. There's some changes here. I'm gonna get back into the groove. I do have some boxes to open for mail days, like 2 boxes. So I'm excited to do that video. But I'm still here. I'm still here for the long run. And I appreciate every single one of you who take time to view my videos and take time to also comment and just are here for the ride. We're gonna move forward with loving our art and inspiring people. I guess for the long run, I'm here. I'm not gone. I'm not gonna leave. I will always keep creating for you guys, creating for myself, and taking you on a journey. Just want to say thank you, Kelvin, for commenting, asking me where I've been, and I miss you too. I am so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for everyone that takes time to just be here. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate your feedback so much, and your support means so much to me. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this little mini vlog. I hope it's mini and it's not that long, because I do get kind of carried away with conversations. I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I send you lots of heart. Until next time, bye.